Hey, Buffaloes and Bunnies, weather report for September 8th, 2021. We're going to shoot it in the head. Goodbye.
See you later.
Yep. Have a great day.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Good night, Sam.
Yeah.
We can't continue.
Yeah, midnight. We're leaving midnight. We're all leaving now, midnight. Anyway.
Seeing
I'm sorry. Were you guys saying something?
Yeah.
Yep.
Midnight. Midnight. Are you going to start singing again?
Yes.
Oh, no. Please, not on this channel. We do not condone midnight singing on this channel.
Yep.
This is a bit. Oh my God, where's my link? You can't find it, can you, Scott?
No, I'm preparing it here. Don't despair. The link is coming.
Which one? The T-Jump one?
Yeah, with Jackson Week.
So okay,
here
so
goes a private chat.
I'm going to be on Bread of Life tomorrow at early, I think, like 9 a.m. or something like that.
16 hours from now.
Is it 16 hours from now? That's what it says.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why people schedule things this far in advance. I can't do that.
Wow.
Yes,
One
you
day?
can.
One day?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to. I don't find.
Well, then there you go. Say what you mean.
Like, say, for instance, if you had a tumor and you needed brain surgery, you'd want to just do it now. No planning needed. Just let's get it done with. Walk out of the doctor's office and into the surgeon's theater. Right? Or do you like planning ahead on certain things like brain surgery?
That I could plan ahead on, but
a little bit.
YouTube video is not as consequential as brain surgery.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, my videos are. They're all very important.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
I like being in love.
I do too.
Yeah, but who do you love? Your raccoons?
My cats, my raccoons, lobster, crab legs, porterhouse steaks. I don't know, ribeye steaks too. God, I'm cheating on all of them.
Nicotine.
I'm such a slut.
Yep.
Anyway, so I'm going to be on this channel tomorrow, and that's maybe an interesting conversation. Now, I had conversation number 2 with Luke Bauer today, and I haven't edited it yet, and so I'm going to take a look at it and see if I can premiere that probably tomorrow, also along with this. Tomorrow is what day? Thursday? Oh yeah, no, tomorrow's a very busy day for me.
I can't deal with this week. Labor Day, I'm all thrown off. You know, the week is too far in advance. Right. I can't handle it.
I can't deal with anybody.
I mean, for God's sake, garbage day was today. What the hell? It's supposed to be on Tuesday.
But today's Wednesday.
Oh no, but it's garbage day today. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I'm so lonely.
Yep.
I was trying to tell. I submitted my request from Patreon to transfer money into my account on the 3rd, and for some reason it took a long time, so I had to wait over the entire Labor Day weekend to contact somebody at Patreon so they could fix it. I had to wait until Tuesday morning.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not instantaneous.
Yeah, usually it's like 12 hours or so. But
really?
Yeah. It takes a while.
What percentage do they take?
I think it's like 15%, probably more. I don't know.
That's quite a bit.
Well, I know YouTube takes more than that. When you do get monetized, they take 45%.
No, 30.
40? I thought it was 30.
No, it's 30.
I heard it was 45. I could be wrong.
Yep. So let's see. The other thing we got going here is we got a couple of things going. I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to get. Okay, so apparently Rebecca from Bread of Life, I guess, was on Digital Gnosis yesterday. We talked about that for a minute. And today...
I'm not sure anymore who anybody is. I don't think that person who talked to Jackson Wheat was Rebecca. So I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, will the real Rebecca stand up? Let's see. S.J. Thomason had LPP himself debating Jeffrey Williams, and I do not know Jeffrey Williams. Does anybody know anything about him?
Nope, not me.
Is he an old Earth creationist or evolutionist?
He's definitely an evolutionist. He's probably an atheist, I believe. I don't think he's. I don't believe he's religious at all. I could be wrong. I don't know much about him, but
the reason
he has degrees and stuff. Yeah.
The reason I was confused about that is because there's a psalm hovering above his left shoulder, and I'm not entirely sure why that is.
Well, like I said, I don't know anything about him. So
okay, you see the psalm hovering above his shoulder?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if that's his psalm or if that's something SJ puts above her atheist guess. It's sort of like a what would that be?
That would probably. I wouldn't be surprised if SJ put that there.
That's like throwing. Yeah, it's like throwing holy water.
It's going outside of his window, so
okay.
It would
so it's like like throwing holy water on the atheist.
Yeah,
you throw a psalm on him.
SJ is kind of like that. That would be exactly her line of thinking.
Yep.
So yeah.
So,
doubting Thomas. SJ's a Fruit Loop. Yeah, that's definitely.
She is definitely that.
Yeah.
So Maddox going on about, is it a code or is it a metaphor? Oh my God.
I like
Discovered Speed. The argument is never gonna fucking end.
No. Nicholson is going to be talking to Danny on the 27th about that very thing, I think, because that's Nicholson.
I believe it's the 24th, but I haven't checked lately.
Yep. And he is a pretty cool guy. Listen to some of his talks.
Yeah, that last lecture I listened to was pretty awesome about Schrodinger's book, What is Life?
Which one?
What is Life by Schrodinger.
Okay, but back up. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that lecture. Yeah. Nicholson did. Yeah, and he kind of really wasn't in favor of that whole idea that Schrodinger came up with.
Well, basically, Schrodinger was overcompensating towards a mechanistic view because he didn't like having to give in to the stochastic view of the quantum level. And so he kind of overdid it himself, and then generations of biologists just kind of took it and ran with it.
Are you talking about
view of things? I was talking, sir.
Yeah, I know. I was asking you a question. Are you talking about vitality or vitalism or?
No. Anyway, and the odd thing is that Schrodinger would go along with physics being basically stochastic, and there being this macro emergent behavior from physics, but he was saying biology was different, was the case he was making, right? And Nicholson was saying no, it's the same for both, it's the same system. So now you can talk, Midnight. No,
well, I don't really feel like it's Speed. Okay. Well, no, I never. I've yet to read What is Life by Schrodinger, but I've got so many fucking books to read. What the fuck am I even doing on this stream right now? I should be out there reading books.
You should be. Yep.
How do you feel about books, Midnight?
I love books. Fuck you, and and no book burnings for me.
You know, we need to have you do a rendition of I Love Books to the tune of Oscar the Grouch's I Love Trash.
Yes, maybe you should. I don't know.
So I just stopped into this interview here that just happened, just ended, for just a second. Okay, and Maddox was telling this Jeffrey Williams that he was an atheist because he's old and his mind is rigid. His mind has gone unplastic. That there's studies that show that old people get rigid and they become atheists. He was just saying.
I think John's projecting.
I think, yeah, a little bit.
I like Maddox's fluffy microphone.
Yeah, isn't it nice?
Yeah. I bet if you look at his stick shift, he's got one of those on his stick shift too.
Yeah.
He's one of those.
Casey sits on it. It's a little
but that was the only part of it. Yeah.
Fluffy.
Okay, hold on. I need to say something here because I swear to God, John Maddox looks like a younger version of Skylar Fiction. Am I the only one who sees that with that hat?
That's just because he has the same hat. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that it's the hat and the beard, and it's just. I'm like, holy shit! Is that Skylar Fiction?
No, is this the part that I heard?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Hard to say.
He's jacking his style.
Okay, I'm not paying any attention to debate. What's happening? Hi, Wooly, Ignorant, Icarus, Freethinker, Ox. Usual suspects are here.
I love everybody in the chat. Except Speed.
Except Danny.
Well, yeah, fuck Danny.
Yeah. Yep. S.J. Thomas said it was a Fruit Loop.
Okay, I need to save this picture because Peter took my avatar and made it either better or worse. I don't know, but okay, hold on.
Peter
Sparkly. Okay, that's your new nickname. Okay, go ahead, Sparkly.
It's the hat, Sparkly. No, hang on, let me switch. Let me edit avatar. Add. Okay, God damn it. There we go. This is. Hang on. Do you see? Do you see what Peter did to my avatar?
No.
Make me full screen. You should see what Peter did to my avatar.
I'm assuming it's something inappropriate.
No. He made my avatar more albino-y.
Yeah, that would be a Peter thing to do.
Yep.
So anyway, let's see. So,
Peter, you scoundrel.
Yeah. What else? Okay, I got to catch up on. So, did you put the link to that anyway? The one that you thought was her, Scott?
Yes.
That's Jen. That's Church of Entropy. You have this.
Okay.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That woman is a fruitcake.
I see how you
Confused.
could get them mixed up.
Yeah.
And she was really aggressive.
I would say that Rebecca is nicer than her because
Rebecca's nice. She seems
Yeah.
Because COE, I excuse my language, but she's kind of a fucking bitch.
Oh wow, Speed, take him off. That's never mind.
Yeah, I got thrown off now. Yeah, you're right.
That's misogynistic.
Do what
I don't
you gotta
care.
do. If I'm wrong, let God strike me down.
What word do? Well, I'm not going to get into it, but
Were you going to play any of this, Speed, or no?
No. Maybe.
I don't know.
You haven't.
Well,
I mean, I don't know.
I do, but I didn't want to put my headphones on and go through all this.
It's not a code, a real code, or a metaphor. Debate. I always love how how some words are like capitalized to emphasize them. Debate, or wrecked, or debunked.
Debate, erect, or debunked. Is that what you said?
Yes. Well, no. Well, I didn't say erect. Fuck you.
That's what I heard. I'm going with what I heard, guys. Let's see if I can get the audio going on this. I just want to check this one part. Okay, let's see if we can hear it. Oh, hang on a second. Unmute site. Okay.
Our worldview will collapse. And there's actually been very fascinating studies on the reality. Now, as he's time involved in all of this, and given his age, if he is forced to recognize that he's wrong, then his entire worldview will collapse. And there's actually been very fascinating studies on the reality that as people get older, their mental rigidity and their inability to actually grasp the obvious becomes very disturbing, especially if they view nothing but existence beyond this life.
What do you think of that?
I'm sure psychologists everywhere have done studies using the phrase "unable to grasp the obvious." That's such a term.
Old people with rigid
projection. It's pure projection on the part of LPP, because he's saying, oh, this other guy, if he accepted that his worldview is wrong, it would cause his whole life to collapse. But that's exactly what applies to LPP.
Do we really become more bigoted with age? Science suggests yes. Yeah, we know that, but it has nothing to do with. Oh my God. Fuck.
Of course, it depends on what age you're talking about. Like, I did become an atheist in my 40s, but the looking for ideas, the reading about other ideas and things like that spanned more than one decade. And
but I mean, there's a whole host of anecdotal evidence of people forming a worldview in their childhood and never leaving it behind, or in their 30s or whatever. And if they're trying to make a case that there's something about plasticity in the brain, if you quit reading entirely, you quit learning, and you just sit in your chair like a fucking mushroom, your hippocampus will slow down with neurogenesis and your memory will go, and that's called fucking dementia. So, but dementia is not correlated exactly with what age you are. It's correlated with different genes and groups, that sort of thing, and also different lifestyles. So, no, Icarus. What is Icarus? Want to ban Tom? No, are you guys fighting in the side chat?
No, because he keeps saying Ontangelo.
Oh, he keeps saying Ontangelo. Oh no. Well,
Ontangelo's not going to come here. He's gone for a while after the last
Benny Hill.
Yeah, the last Benny Hill song. He won't be back for a while.
God, I'm still trying to find the culprit that played that Benny Hill theme. I can't, somebody in my panel played it and nobody will fess up to it. So I don't know who it was. I really don't.
It was the Benny Hill Bandit.
The Benny Hill Bandit, yeah.
Yeah, he's still on the loose.
Yeah. Well, I think it's somebody that wants, just wants me and Otangelo to break up. They're trying to, snake their way into my close, tight relationship with Otangelo and trying to ruin it for me. I don't know.
So I guess I have like a one-page surgery and all the geriatric wards and geriatric centers that does a survey for grasping the obvious.
Here we go.
It's the Feinstein-Goldberg grasping the obvious battery.
Really? What?
Never mind. That was kind of a tongue-in-cheek.
Oh, okay.
That went over it because he's the guy. This guy right here is the guy that said that thing about grasping the obvious. That science shows that old people don't grasp the obvious.
I'm sorry, but I frequently don't get jokes when I'm trying to work on my description because I got a lot of shit to put in the description right now. So will you guys please come up with something? Or do you want to listen to this? Ooh, there's a Benny Hill Bandit. We have a clue. Should we listen to some more of this?
I don't know who that was.
I say no.
Okay. Good enough. I'll buy that. Okay, guys. You guys got anything to say to each other? AJ, you got anything you want to fucking talk about? Because I'm kind of busy right now.
I can't listen to LPP. It's just like grating. And like I watch basically every Kent Hovind video that comes out. Every single one. It's basically my job. but I can't handle LPP. I can't do it.
Yeah, I understand.
But
That's how I feel about Hovind.
But Hovind, he came out with some interesting videos the past 2 days. Yesterday, he had one called "Why Atheists Just Don't Get It" or something like that. But the funny thing was, the video was him calling out a bunch of Christians who were criticizing him.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Wow.
Yeah. So it wasn't even about atheists. Like, it's mostly Christians who have been to DAL and left and are now making YouTube videos criticizing Kent that he was addressing in that video. And then the video the day before that was him talking about this whole women should dress modestly verse in the Bible and just saying all this sexist crap. It was really bad. Like, it was, I don't know, he's weird. It got kind of creepy. But I'm working on a video, a collaboration that's gonna lay out the sort of history of what's happened with Kent in the past like year or two. So I don't know how long it's gonna take for that to come out, but that's why I haven't put any videos out on my channel, because I've been working on this collab.
So did he named Christians that were doing videos?
Yeah, there's this guy who I guess is a Catholic. He has a channel called like Father Mark or something like that. And he did a video accusing Kent of making the people at DAL work 16 hours a day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he did a live stream like last night, I think, taking questions about Kent. And then the other person is Mark Stoney, who I talked to on my channel, and he lived at DAL for a long time.
Yeah.
And left, and
But
he,
the other guy didn't go to DAL.
Yeah, he did. He visited there.
Oh, he just went and visited, and wow,
Yeah.
and he's a Catholic too, right? Which that doesn't sit well with Kent, does it?
I guess not, because in the video, Kent said to the Father Mark guy or wherever his name is, he says, "Send me your address and I'll send you some rosary beads, and then you can go kiss the Pope's toe, or if you can't do that, you can come to DAL and kiss my toe."
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, "You asshole! What a dick!"
So are you covering the one where he was talking about the way women should dress modestly?
I don't know. I've been thinking about maybe making a video about that, but I'm
Oh,
not.
yeah.
I'm not.
You need to call that shit out, because that's pretty interesting. I don't think a whole lot of women in America are going to buy that bullshit. I don't know. They shouldn't anyway.
So AJ, you're our resident Coven expert. He has a lot of people. Like, how many people does he have down there? Would you guess? Fair to guess.
He usually claims that he has about 40 or 45 at any given time.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures from the like cafeteria there where it'll be like several tables full of people, like a decent amount, because it's families.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's like.
But he does have a lot of people coming and going, though. Like, just go there for a short period of time and leave,
Well,
or
there's people that come and visit, and then there's people that stay there for months or years at a time.
yeah, right? Yeah,
But
that's
the thing is that people come and they might leave, but they often don't come back.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah. They figure it out. They figure out how bad it is, or
And now
what
you
he's
have,
really about. Yeah.
yeah, except for like Steve, like Kent's right hand guy, his tech guy. Steve got arrested because he stole a car out of a parking lot, and
Really?
yeah, it was in the newspaper, and he had to go to a drug rehab, and then he got out of there, and now he's back at DAL.
What?
Oh, he stole it because he was on drugs. Like, that was.
Yeah, Yeah.
So he was like going around stealing stuff because he had a drug problem. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
I heard that Kent went into his room and flushed some stuff down the toilet that he found.
And that's the guy. Isn't that the guy? He's an older guy, right? With the white hair, and
He's
he
like
usually has
bald.
that yellow shirt on.
Steve is like a bald white guy. Like he kind of like a Joe Rogan shaved head sort of thing.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of a different guy. I'm sure I've seen him before, but yeah.
Yeah, he's not on camera that often.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Done. Content SFTV linked me to a paper by John Sanford claiming the universe has a center. Us. Oh my God. Yes, please link that.
Yeah.
Please link that paper.
Yeah.
Sanford?
There are some Christians who think that the Earth is at the center of the universe because if you look at the stars and galaxies, they all seem to be moving away from us. But you could be at any point in like
the
our
universe.
observable universe, and it would look like that just because of how big the universe is and the expansion rate. So
yep,
it's gonna look like that.
Oh, Snake was right. Made his 420 yesterday, and he did his 420. We need a link to that.
Subscribers?
Yeah. Oh, and I made 450 today, and I believe Rebecca from Bread of Life was my 450th subscriber.
Yeah.
So see, there is some benefit to talking to Christians.
And I just want to say on behalf of Speed that if Rebecca heard me say that my impression of her was that she was an asshole, that was not Rebecca. That was somebody else that I thought was the same person. So I apologize.
That was in the back room.
Wrong idea. Rebecca's not the asshole. As far as I know, it's somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was in the back room, Scott, but not anymore.
Rebecca, if you're hearing this,
I don't know if I said it on this stream, but I passed 500 subscribers recently, and
oh my God,
YouTube sent me an email that said that I have enough subscribers to fill a jumbo jet.
Yeah, they like to send you. They send you little cheery emails every now and then. I got like 20,000 viewing hours. I got the other day. It's like people really like your content. It's like I don't know about that. Anyway, where was I going? I was going somewhere. Oh, Snake was right. Yay, 420 subscribers, big milestone. We got to start celebrating the other numbers, like 437 and,
Yeah, those are good numbers. Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all wrong with that.
Because 420 is like weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those numbers are persecuted like the Christians, kind of.
Yep. Like it's my birthday today, and I'm 25,813 days old. That's a good number, right?
I heard Kent Hovind describe Christian persecution as a Christian kid bringing his Bible to school, and then somebody makes fun of him, and he doesn't bring the Bible again, and that's persecution.
Yep. A lot of persecuted kids in school under that definition over like what shoes they wear or, what pants they wear, what shirt they wore, how big they are.
Notice that Lisa passed 1,400 subs recently.
Oh, nice.
Lisa is a powerhouse.
She is. Yes. Makes us little guys look bad.
She's a phenom.
We should just quit. We should shoot it in the head. That's what we should do. Okay, so I'm going to link Snake's 420 sub video. Ooh, I think let's see, what can I do here? Ooh, nice. Did you see this? Okay.
See what?
That. That's pretty awesome.
I just wondered where, if Snake is a snake, where do you get his arms?
Well, took him back from God.
Oh, Snake is just he's his own man, isn't he?
He's just more evolved than your average snake.
Yep. Working on my description again. As I should. Well, we're talking a bunch today. What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, I had something exciting happen yesterday.
What?
Well, I've had this old disgusting computer sitting in my closet for the past like decade, and I took the hard drive out of it, and the inside was just gross. But I took the hard drive out and hooked it up to my new computer, and I was actually able to look at the files from 2009. So that was weird. Cool. Some pictures and stuff.
Yeah,
that was a trip.
I've got about 50 hard drives, and I have to go through every one of them because I have code from going back to 1980 that I wanted to save, like really old projects and stuff. And I can't throw the damn drives away, and they're taking up a lot of space. But I've got to hook them up, get them working, go through it, find the code that I want. And I also have something called 52 pages that I can't find anywhere. And I know it's somewhere on those 50 drives, but it's a bunch of poetry I wrote from the time I was 14 years old until 48. So.
Oh yeah, I found a poem that I had written too.
Yeah.
And it was kind of depressing because I was like, yeah, that applies to my life exactly the same as it does back then as it does now, pretty much. So I was like, that's depressing.
Yep. Secular Pagan Mom only has 41 subs. Why?
Because that's her age, she said.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I
you get one sub a year. I get one sub a year.
Speed is just mad about it. Like, why? Tell me why.
Yeah. Why is that?
Why? Yeah.
So let's talk real quick about this Rebecca person that you're going to be talking with. And somebody said that her deal is she doesn't understand why atheists would talk about God or Christianity. Is that what I understand?
Yep.
I've heard this type of thing before, like, why do atheists talk about God if they don't think he exists? And it's like, well, I live in America, which is a nation that is 70% Christians. The politicians in this country are Christians. The lawmakers often are religious. So it affects my day-to-day life in a lot of different ways, especially if you're living in the state of Texas.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
I was going to say that. I was going to say one word, Texas.
Which I do, and the policies of Governor Abbott, who are now passed in the Supreme Court, I think are just ridiculous.
Did you hear about the bar in Maine? Related to the bar in Maine. Okay, in the 80s, there was a bar in Maine that they wanted to get a liquor license, and there was a church right across the street. So they hired this soon-to-be famous lawyer to take their case because in Maine, there was a law where the church could stop a bar from getting its liquor license. So he took it to the Supreme Court, and they ruled that would be relegating the law to a private organization, and it not only violated the separation of church and state, but it basically made a ridiculous law that would allow any private organization to have an influence on the law or to make a decision for the government. Okay.
Yeah, without the
guess what?
Chartered government agency.
Guess what?
Absconding with its duties.
That's exactly what Texas just did. So I think they're looking into the same attack on the Texas law that basically empowers any individual to go to their neighbor and create law for them and tell them what they can and can't do about abortion, right? Like the Texas law is written so it empowers any citizen to be able to sue, not the person that gets the abortion, but to sue the clinic and anyone that helped, like somebody that drove them to the abortion clinic or anything. So anyway, that's I think it's called Grady's Bar or something like that. I'll see if I can find a link to it. Did anybody else get this video?
I did not get that video, no.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Okay, well, I know there's the baby bounty aspect of it. Where,
right.
Basically, here's what I foresee happening is church seminars, Sunday school classes, discipleship classes, where you have special lawyers and instructors telling you how to take advantage of the baby bounty, where you basically call the hotline, turn somebody in, sue that person for for getting an abortion, and then you get your legal fees back, plus you get a $10,000 bonus, and then lo and behold, the church says, hey, by the way, why don't you pay us a tenth of it as a tithe? And so both the church and the member of the church are getting money out of it. That's not at all beyond a reasonable thing because, the anticipation of that, because they've been having people organized to do anti-abortion activities for years anyway. So that's just one aspect of it. And imagine if you're pregnant and you're going to Mexico, how many people are going to be watching you closely when you get back to see if you're still pregnant?
It just feels like we're regressing backwards as a society. Like we're not moving forward. It's embarrassing, frankly.
Yeah, ever since 2016, and I don't know why that. I don't know what happened in 2016. Maybe it's an unlucky number, but it just seems like we're sliding back.
It's probably unrelated.
Anyway, here it is. I will put it in the description. But check this out. This is interesting. How one bar's liquor license case could bring down a new Texas abortion law. Very interesting. Oh, let's see here.
It's a very good screenshot of Miss Maddow.
Yeah. Yep. And I dare not play that. I'm almost afraid to put the screenshot up. I'm pretty sure there's going to be all sorts of copyright problems here. Knowing large corporations, they're the people that least have to worry about people stealing their shit and not having a lot of views. Like she got 364,000 views on this. I don't think she has to worry about old Speed, right? But yet it's the corporations that have that you get the copyright strikes from. Anyway, check this video out. It's in the description right now. Very interesting. I want to watch this one. I was happy to hear about it. Oh, so what do you think of that thing we did yesterday on philosophy the whole time?
I got a little bored with it.
Did you? That was pretty exciting.
I started reading a dissertation about the King Manasseh, and was he really that bad? And from the Old Testament, while most of that was going on, because I was just getting I felt like it went too long. It's just kind of an overdone subject. But I'm glad that you and Danny were able to communicate back and forth without it becoming a thing. I saw that as very positive, and I just want to commend both you and Danny.
Yeah, I was so happy that he took his meds that day. Yeah, he took his meds, and he was pretty good all day. So I don't think I ever went off on Danny where he didn't throw the first punch. Basically, I don't know.
Well, now let's not review all that because it might start a thing. Let's just take a day just to enjoy the thing that happened yesterday.
You're afraid that I might, that you might start a thing between me and Danny? You're worried about that? I think that's already a thing. It's already a thing.
We made so much progress yesterday.
Progress.
Let's enjoy that progress.
I didn't see it as progress. I thought
There was
I
not
saw
any
it.
sorry, and
I
he didn't say that. But you just don't understand anything like that. Nothing like that happened. He might have commented. I don't know. Did he ever say you don't understand? I don't think I heard him say that.
I think this is the equivalent of like when Trump met with the Taliban, and there was that that little meeting there, and then of course the Taliban is still the Taliban, right? Danny is still Danny. I'm sorry, I mean, God, did I just compare myself to Trump? Fuck. Okay, muting myself.
There you go.
Where did Andrew go? I thought you were bringing us a paper.
Yeah, Andrew.
Where's our paper on Sanford?
Okay, we need to come up with this virtual net that we throw around Andrew that keeps him from jumping out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to hack his computer so he can't quit StreamYard. Andrew, do you have a link to the Sanford paper? Please, please, please. What is Sanford talking about cosmology for?
So what?
Sanford did a paper on cosmology. That's just not right. I mean, that is wrong.
Maybe he meant somebody else.
Oh, here we go. Here's another one.
Private chat, but why aren't you in here, Andrew? Come on.
Ooh, Satanic Temple's going after him too. Good. Let me put that in the description. I love linking oh, wait a minute. What? I don't want to act now. I want to act later. Oh, I'll just put that in there, and I'm not going to be able to copy anything because they put a damn ad up. Let's see. God, you guys are so quiet today. What the hell?
Well, I'm waiting for you to pull that paper up. I thought you were going to do that. Any second now.
Did he link it?
He said it's in the private chat. Andrew did.
Oh. Who the hell would put
it's saying that the galaxy is in the center of the universe or something? Our Milky Way galaxy?
Yeah.
Who said that?
That's what the paper's saying, I think. I looked at it for a second.
But it's the center of the universe no matter where you are. You're there. From kind of perspective, you're at the center of the universe.
Right, yeah.
Because it's expanding.
Right.
In all directions.
It's like this program. If you're coming from this one point and you're looking out,
yep,
it's going to look like you're in the center still.
So this paper should be retitled Sanford Doesn't Understand Cosmology.
Okay, so what is the gist of this thing here? So first of all, this isn't a paper, it's just a PDF. The link is to a PDF.
He did say it was a PDF.
Yeah. So where was this published, or what Creation Journal did they publish it in?
Or he just linked the website page, and then I just found this. So
okay.
So I don't think it was published. Why do you expect it was published somewhere?
I know.
I agree, Speed. John Sanford talking about cosmology. Turns out it wasn't a good combination.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, hey, Leo's here. Maybe he wants to come in.
Maybe Leo would like to review this paper with us.
Leo, trust me. I found this paper. I read through it. It's really bad. Like just
more like a
very
article,
simple
right?
mistake. Say that again.
It's more like an article.
Yeah, it's an article.
All our lives we have been taught that we are not special in any way. Really?
Really? Who's been taught that?
My mom thought I was special, and she told me about it all the time. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. And that actually got me beat up a lot. Being special ain't so
Are you going to
special.
take this comment down?
Hey, Dr. Josh, yeah.
I was counting on my co-producer Scott to handle that, but no.
I'm sorry.
Not.
Oh, remove the comment that you put up there.
I just did. Okay.
So what does it mean to be not special?
Not special.
Well, in terms of like maybe having emotions and things like that, we're not that much more special than the animals, which is a great group, by the way. If you want to check out some oldies, but we're not the other kind of animals too, the animal kingdom kind of animals. But it's not an absolute statement that we're not special. Obviously, we have opposable thumbs. We have big brain cases. We're intelligent. We communicate via symbols. We have spoken language. Those things make us very unique. But in terms of special, as in put here by a deity that says, hey, you're the bomb because you look like me. Well, that's not true. But that doesn't mean we're not special and that you're just a piece of trash in the big scheme of things.
Hello. I think it's more of a human concept to be not special because our brains can only understand so much. We see certain shapes and stuff and then they look similar. So
if an independent observer was
not special, yeah.
If an independent observer was observing the universe or the Earth, and he watched basically what happened with hominids in the last 200-300 years, it would be the equivalent of watching when a certain fungus overtakes an entire dish, petri dish, or eats a log or whatever, and an independent observer would view us as that fungus, which took over the entire Earth and actually changed the way it looks. Like if you've ever taken a plane across the Midwest United States and looked down, the entire Earth looks like square rectangles. And it's like, wait a minute, I don't think that's natural. It's just like, I mean, there are so many fields, so many farmers' fields going across the Midwest that it's incredible to look down and see how much we've changed the Earth from 30,000 feet, Anyway, Sanford's paper, all our lives we're not special. Nor is our planet.
Hey, Leo, how are you doing? Do you know who John Sanford is?
Yes.
Yeah, the entropy guy.
And so you surprised that he's writing this article on cosmology?
No, he's a creationist. They often talk about fields they have no expertise in. And even the fields they do have expertise in, most of the things they say are flatly wrong.
Yeah, that's another good point.
Yeah, they do that a lot. Let's see here. I'm trying to reorient.
Well, we don't have to read the whole thing, but we can go over the major points I found, which were really bad.
Okay.
So in the first part, so he talks about redshift. The beginning part's just like, oh, if we're not in the center of the universe, then Bible, yada yada yada.
Yeah, although we should all just kill ourselves because we're not the center of the universe, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that their point? Tomorrow, by the way, on Bread of Life, when I do that interview, this is one of the things that are going to come up, the center of the universe thing. So, because she asked me, she sent me a list of questions, and one of them is what I like least about Christianity, and that's it, I believe. Anyway, spoiler.
Yeah, so here he's talking about, well, if redshift is centered around us and increases the farther away a galaxy is from us, and obviously we must be the center, but have you ever heard the balloon analogy, John Sanford? Like it's still an analogy, but that's how the mathematics actually works. It's a uniform uniform metric expansion of space. It's not. This is why the relationship exists. Not
so. Is that really? Is that his point? I mean,
yeah, he's basically saying that because redshift increases the farther away we look, therefore we must be the center of the universe.
How did he get to be 70 years old and not know about the balloon analogy? And
I know, right?
How in the heck?
Yeah.
They block any science from their mind.
Now, the balloon analogy is limited in a couple ways, right? Number one,
right, yeah,
you're not expanding into anything, and number two, there is a center. Well, I don't know. Is there considered to be a center to the balloon because it's expanding away from?
Well, to the balloon, yes. There isn't a center to the surface of the balloon.
Correct.
Right.
Okay, so we're only dealing with the surface of the balloon. Okay.
Yes. He's also,
Okay.
he says, oh, well, Hubble didn't like this discovery because it showed that the universe had to be at the center. No, it didn't. Also, this quote from Hubble here, I've seen this before. Notice there are 3 places where there's an ellipse there. There are 3 ellipses in here. I'm curious what was cut out because, as I understand it, this quote was talking about how it could be interpreted, but given the mathematical understanding of it, that wouldn't actually be the way we would interpret the data, which means that this is just a quote mine from Edwin Hubble.
Oh my
Let's
God!
do-
Here we go again.
Let's
I
do a
didn't
little
really know
short.
that. So thanks, Leo. See,
Okay.
it's so handy to have you around, Leo.
History of the center of the. Okay. What do we have here? Expanding the universe. There must be no favored position. I'm trying to find the source for this. Okay. Let's see. I think I found something.
Oh, what the fuck? The only rational way we can have all being away from us is if we weren't, or, I mean, hear me out on this hot take, or we could account for it by, working through the math and finding out that the expansion of space-time is a metric expansion of the scale in space-time, and that there isn't anything actually getting bigger, and that you would observe to be at the center of that expansion from any point from which you observed it.
Right.
Because
it seems almost
it's a
like he's
metric
forgetting-
expansion of the scale.
Okay. So the party cutout is. Let's see.
Seems like he's almost forgetting how we use general relativity to arrive to this. Like it's just ridiculous.
He cut out quite a bit out of that quote from Hubble.
Oh,
I'll put it in. I'll put it in the description.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. I'm actually genuinely interested.
Yeah, I think he cut out the important parts.
Of course.
Yep. Quote from Hubble, it is called. It's in the description. Okay.
Oh yeah. By the way, before we go any further, SFT actually said, "Hey, you might want to do a review on this article. It might be interesting." Well, SFT, if you're around, here's your review. We're taking this apart piece by piece, so just throwing that out there.
Okay, Hubble. Okay.
He doesn't watch any science videos himself. So.
Now,
So we're supposed to be impressed with a Hubble quote, and
Oh yeah.
Hubble just wants to sin. That's why he came up with a just so story that has nothing to do with
he did the Hubble quote. And now I'm a Christian.
Yep.
But wait,
New dogma. Yeah. Sabine Hossenfelder just did a thing about the cosmological. Was it the cosmological principle being called into question? Something about the homogeneity of the universe. I think it was.
What are you referring to exactly?
Sabine Hossenfelder. She just did a video that came out.
I don't know. I don't really trust that video very much.
I trust her. I trust her very much. There's some evidence about how homogeneous the distribution of mass is.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the giant arc thing structure?
No, not at all. No, she's a real physicist. She's an actual. She actually works at the LHC.
The structure in the video is actually called the giant arc.
What?
The arc of galaxies.
ARC, you mean?
Yes. Arc, as in a curve.
Okay, September 4th, new evidence against the standard model of cosmology is the name of the video.
Oh, the one from Sabina?
Yeah.
There's. I asked some cosmologists. There's some problems with that video. The cosmological principle probably isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
But it wouldn't make much difference if it did.
Well, I would, but that's a different discussion. I also tagged Ethan Siegel and Sean Carroll in the video when she posted it on Twitter, but they never got back to me, which I'm not surprised by. But I do know that Don Lincoln, who's more of a particle physicist, but naturally he's probably going to understand a bit of cosmology, being a theoretical physicist, said that there are some issues with that video, and nothing that's like necessarily like wrong or inaccurate, but just maybe arriving at conclusions a little bit too hastily. But yeah, the cosmological principle probably isn't going anywhere. I was also surprised to find that she was pushing the same argument that's pushed by a lot of geocentrists, as in people who think that the Earth is at the center of the entire universe, by pointing out the alignments and the octupole and quadrupole measurements of the CMB, which I think are two of what it's like 12 or 1400 total polar measurements that we can do, and it's only in those two that we see these statistical anomalies in the alignments. Which means that when you examine all of them, they don't mean anything. They're just statistical flukes. That's all.
Yeah, they're pretty statistically insignificant. Yeah, because when I saw that video, I was kind of concerned at first, but thanks for pointing that stuff out, Leo. Because yeah, I mean, who's to say that those structures are really there? They could just be there by coincidence.
And the fact that there are large structures on that scale doesn't defeat the fact that the universe is on those scales still homogeneous and isotropic. I mean, it just doesn't.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody's saying that literally everywhere, every time, in all places, and in all ways, the universe is homogeneous and isotropic. It's that generally speaking, on these scales, this is how the universe appears.
Or wait a sec. You just debunked Sanford's fifth point here, but we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right.
So
next point, please, Speed.
We're at
the second evidence, quote unquote.
Oh, number 2, galactic shells, quantized redshift.
So I actually looked into.
Oh Lord, let me get out my notes, because it's been a while. It's been since a discussion like 2 years ago with Nephilim Free that I've heard quantized redshift, which is the most bullshit thing I think I've ever heard.
Right. Well, while you're looking for that, I guess I'll just give my quick take, and then you can probably give your much more detailed take on it. But like, as far as I can tell, the quantized redshift thing is only apparent at very small sample sizes in terms of galaxy surveys, and when you take into account like hundreds of thousands of galaxies, it pretty much goes away.
Why are we reading this horseshit?
It seems to be a result of the large scale structure, like the fact that the universe is there's a void here and there's a filament here, and so on and so forth. That seems to be the reason behind it, not quantized redshift or whatever. But did you find your notes, Leo?
This is that Russell Humphrey bullshit, right? I mean,
I don't know.
It's kind of related to him, but no, not exactly. It's different people.
Yeah, but he was on YouTube a couple of years ago blabbing about this thing, I thought. About this quantized redshift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Russell Humphrey. Is he one of the AIGers?
I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's one of those guys.
Okay.
And he was going around the circuit.
Speed,
By the way, I don't think it's Humphrey. I'm pretty sure it's Russell Humphreys. Yes, David Russell Humphreys is an American young Earth creationist with a PhD in physics. I want to know what he studied when he studied in physics, because if he didn't study cosmology, then he's not qualified to speak on it, and I don't know if he did.
I mean,
education and affiliations. Humphreys graduated with a BS from Duke University, PhD in physics.
Sparkleys.
He worked with in nuclear physics, where he received a PhD. So I don't think he studied cosmology, as far as I know, but I could be wrong.
Sparkly, what do you want to say?
I want to read this paragraph, if I may.
Sure. Go ahead.
Do you want?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. In 1977, Let me start again. In 1977, astronomer Dr. William Tift of the University of Arizona measured the redshift of galaxies surrounding the Earth, 678. The results of his study were shocking. Shocking! His measurements indicated that groups of galaxies share similar wavelengths, signifying they are arranged in large spherical shells around our galaxy. The distance then showed a jump in wavelengths to a ring of galaxies further out. Consequently, it appears that galaxies are distributed in distinct spatial units. Think of them as centric shells, similar to a target. Figure 1. The technical name for this phenomenon is referred to as redshift quantization. In other words, there is a clear pattern in the way the universe is arranged, in direct opposition to what the Big Bang model predicts. No, you fucking... What is more, our galaxy appears to be at or near the center of these galactic shells, the very bullseye of the target. Russell Humphrey, whatever, a high-energy physicist, has also acknowledged the Tift's findings. Aware of the implications, Humphrey has calculated the chance of our galaxy being centrally located in the universe, writing... Go down.
Oh, go down?
Yes, go down.
Yeah, we don't... Midnight, we don't have to read just that one paragraph. Are you done?
Okay, whatever. I wanted to read his quote, but all right.
Okay. Oh, that's because I have something on the screen. Otherwise, you could read it. Okay, go ahead.
No. You need to scroll down a little bit more anyway. Also.
Well,
No,
the quote is just that second.
Oh, right.
paragraph.
Okay. Yeah. Right. My bad. The probability of our galaxy being so close to the center of the cosmos by accident is less than 1 out of a trillion. In summary, the observed redshift quantization galactic shells strongly imply that the universe has a center and that our galaxy is uncannily close to it. Okay. Even if the universe is a center, us being close to it doesn't mean we're close to it. It doesn't mean they got so many fucking... Oh my god, this is a headache. So many leaps.
So Wikipedia actually has an article on that.
Yeah, can I? I was gonna share a few things on how we know this is all bullshit. That Wikipedia article says the following quote: redshift quantization is a controversial topic considered to be in the fringes of modern astronomy. Though the idea is generally discounted by the large majority of astronomers, peer-reviewed publications and discourse on the topic still continue to the present day. Also from Caltech, I have this quote: on the skeptical side of the issue, Newman et al. 1989 point out that the statistical flaws of periodicity analysis in small number samples and Sharp 1990 further suggests that in the absence of statistically significant confirmation, the claimed periodicity is not a physical property of the galaxy pairs. In our opinion, redshift quantization is not yet rigorously proved. However, the verification of redshift quantization is potentially important because it does not fit within the framework of conventional dynamics. End quote.
Yep, and they mentioned quasars versus galaxies or something. So basically, it was bad data.
Pretty much, yeah.
It wasn't enough data, basically. When you take into account the entire night sky and all the galaxies within it, it pretty much becomes insignificant.
Well, that's all they need is a quote, as they've... I mean, they're still quoting Darwin.
Andrew, I'm glad you brought this paper up, but holy shit, the insanity, the migraines, the losing brain cells.
Me, it still gets worse.
Well, the big thing, the funniest thing about this is he didn't even get Russell Humphrey's name correct. It's Russell Humphreys, not Humphrey. Also, quickly to answer Creel Debunk's question, flatness hasn't been a problem since 1981.
Yep.
When Alan Guth proposed his inflationary cosmology.
Yep.
Evidence for a center number 3. Okay.
We're not going to read the whole paper, Midnight.
Yeah.
Come on.
No. This isn't sparkly reads to us.
Here, if you want, Midnight. Wait, did you put it in the description, Speed?
I did.
Okay. There you go.
You should stop right here. Uniformity.
What's hold on? What's the name? What's the name of it?
Logo something.
Let's see here. New evidence from the standard model. Okay, for 20. Let's see. Where the hell did I put it? Sanford's bit on cosmology is what I
There
called
we go.
it. Did you know how? But did you see how I misspelled it?
Yes,
all I need.
did.
Okay. All I need is an O, and I got bigot. Did that come out of my subconscious? I'm not sure. Okay, go
also,
ahead, guys.
Really quickly, Daniel Bennett, that's not true. Inflation has passed every major test it's ever been subject to. The only thing it hasn't been done has been observationally confirmed. But everything else that you said just demonstrates your sheer ignorance of cosmology. Here, I'll get some articles for you so maybe you can actually learn something about real science.
Okay, wait, hold on. You know what? I need to look at the side. Look at the chat. Let me see what the fuck Daniel Bennett is saying. They tried to solve the flatness problem with inflation, but inflation is just a placeholder with an entire set of its own problems. It is largely accepted for the sake of there being no other explanation.
Except that there are other explanations.
Right.
Well, Daniel Bennett.
Like ekpyrotic models, they just don't fit the full suite of data that we have like inflation does. It fits literally all of it. The only thing that inflation hasn't met is being observationally confirmed. That's it. Everything else, we've confirmed it. We've confirmed it.
If we found primordial gravitational waves, for example, that would
in the CMB, that pretty much would be observational evidence of it. We haven't found those yet.
Probably wouldn't.
But
I mean, we might differ on this, Leo. I probably wouldn't go far as to say it's. I would just say it's consistent with all available evidence, but I don't think, like you said, it's beyond a reasonable doubt just yet.
I would say so simply because it fits the full suite of data, like everything else that is experimentally confirmed does. We shouldn't expect something to fit the data that well, but be wrong. We don't really have any examples of something fitting the data that well, but still being wrong. Maybe being, a little incomplete, like general relativity. We know it's incomplete, but it ain't wrong. Same thing with inflation. It might be incomplete, but the odds of it being wrong, hey, it's really not even me saying that. That's what Ethan Siegel says. That's what other cosmologists have said as well. I'm trying to find the one article, but of course I can't fucking find it.
So you're basically talking about the general idea of inflation, not every single inflation model ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Here we go.
Okay, Leo, that one's in chat or in the description.
I hope you're okay with me turning this into a cosmology video.
Okay, Daniel, go ahead. Sorry.
Wait a minute. No, this isn't about cosmology. Sanford's a geneticist. So,
then what the hell is he writing? Then what the hell is he writing this for?
Good question. Good question.
And how did he get it published? And how did he get it past peer review?
No, it has no abstract. It's not a paper. It's an article he put on some blog.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Rest assured, Midnight.
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on. So in order for it to be a paper, you need an abstract.
Yeah, you need an abstract. You need a methods and evidence discussion. You need a conclusion. You need all that good stuff.
So can somebody fabricate one by just slapping all the criteria for a paper?
I mean, I guess so. That doesn't mean it's legitimate, though. It might be a paper, but it's not a legitimate paper.
Well, no, but I seem to remember a few years ago there was this kind of controversy to where some people wrote some articles that turned out to be bullshit, but still passed peer review for some reason. Anyone know what I'm talking about, or do I need to go look it up?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. But that site that I don't know, some creation.com place, they have guidelines about writing papers, and they tell you exactly how to make it look like a real paper.
Wow.
Yeah. They have little guidelines.
Yep, the set of fucks.
Yeah. Yep.
So are you ready for point number 3, Leo?
Mm-hmm.
Can I read it or no?
You can summarize it.
Well, I'm not very good at summarization. Exactly. But I can read it.
Fine. I'm going to go check something real quick so you can go read it.
Okay, wait a minute. Just look at his name, Lady Midnight Sparkle. Can he summarize?
Maybe.
Midnight would be a summary. Sparkle would be a summary.
Okay, so evidence for the center number 3, uniformity of the cosmic microwave background.
Evidence, quote unquote.
Yes, but let me make this bigger screen. Excuse me. Sorry. In making the case for the Big Bang, Exhibit B is a uniform cosmic background radiation (CBM). Wait. Oh yeah, uniform cosmic background radiation. As with the redshift data, no matter where we point our telescopes, we see the same uniformity in terms of the level of background radiation coming from outer space. As with the redshift data, if we take the background radiation at face value, it suggests we are near the center of the universe. There is no general direction wherein the CBM is significantly stronger, suggesting some center remote from our own position, or significantly weaker, suggesting a direction to the nearest edge. See image below, showing the uniformity of the cosmic background radiation as seen from our position.
Now, I've seen on Praise IM's channel, I think, or SFT's channel, they have a different picture where they're trying to show like the water, from Genesis. They're trying to show this like layer of water. Have you seen that one? It looks different than this picture. It shows this big.
That sounds dumb.
Yeah, it does. But I've seen it. Yeah, I mean, this is the standard picture you always see. So.
Yeah. Well, this isn't actually the most recent one, actually.
Okay.
So
figures.
Yeah.
Yep. So Leo's still looking for a link. So you guys want to handle it?
I'm not looking for a link for anything. I'm debating with dumb fucks on Twitter who think that circumcision is an amputation, is a mutilation, when it's neither of those things, as it meets neither of the definitions of those words.
Okay.
Well, circumcision is still savage, but whatever.
Leo.
No, it's not. It's a legitimate medical procedure. It's as much savage as a brain surgery is.
It's a legitimate medical procedure started by a quack who wanted people to stop masturbating.
What do you mean started by a quack?
Wait. Are either of you familiar with the word focus?
No.
Focus.
We're both autistic. We can't focus.
Yeah, we're not talking about fucking circumcision.
God, you fucking piece of shit, dude. I hate this phone so fucking much, and how shitty the fucking keyboard and the autocorrect system are. In the last 4 years, Android has done nothing but devolve their fucking autocorrect system, and it is absolutely fucking horrible.
Therefore,
okay, moving on.
Therefore, cosmic whatever background, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, it's basically the same argument as the redshift. So.
Okay.
Which is interesting because go down a little bit, and now he's saying that there is some kind of symmetry to the cosmic microwave background, which would imply that's not isotropic, right? But didn't he just say above that it is isotropic?
Did he?
Am I missing something here, Leo?
I don't know. I'm typing right now.
Oh my God, he's having a circumcision fight.
Well, no, it's just idiots that just don't know.
Right in the middle of my stream. Right in the middle of my stream. We have you on to talk about physics, and you're going on about foreskin. I mean, it's like, oh my God.
Those discussions can get really ugly.
Yeah.
Yes, he says it right here. He says we expected it to be isotropic, but it wasn't. Well, according to them, at least. But doesn't that conflict with the point he made just above that it is the same in all directions?
Yep.
So he kind of screwed that one up. And it is isotropic, so it doesn't matter.
Isotropic in what way?
Well, isotropy just means that it's the same in all directions. It looks the same wherever we look.
Okay.
So we're in no special viewing platform.
Right.
Well, I mean, I did read see the image below showing the uniformity of the cosmic background radiation. But now, figure 2, an image of the CBM, evidence for the center number 4. Okay. Andrew, is this guy's argument that there's a center of the universe, therefore God?
No? Sort of, yeah, kind of. He's saying there's a center of the universe, therefore Bible, basically.
Did he actually use this image to show that there's an actual center?
Okay, but he's talking about something different here. He's talking about basically when you different parts of the universe may have a different density. But overall, Sabine did a really good job of explaining that with
Wait, where does it say different density? That's
with Vargas. I think that came out of my head. We expected based on Big Bang that the microwave
density isn't related to isotropy. It's related.
Yeah,
to
that's what. But I think he's conflating the two here. Okay, so yeah. So what they measured in 2001 was, some difference in the density. Looking out from where we are, right? That doesn't mean that looking out from somewhere else are not going to find the same thing, or it's not going to have the same. Well, it would, I guess. I don't know.
I just want to nominate CRISPR-Cas9 for the pun of the hour concerning the circumcision discussion.
No one ever cuts their ears off in case they get ear infections. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. What do you say?
Does anyone have any tips for winning a circumcision fight?
Yeah, bring the data from the medical industry that shows that it isn't mutilation. There's nothing wrong with it. There are benefits to it. And that while it isn't recommended, doctors say leave it up to the parents.
Man, you will justify anything as long as you have data, don't you?
Yeah, if you have data, why would you not agree with what the data says? That's kind of what smart people do.
I feel like I'm the one that short-circuited the discussion there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, who cares what's in your pants? Leave it there.
Apparently,
please.
atheists. The only reason they're against circumcision has nothing to do with it being dangerous or wrong or evil or immoral or unethical. It's because it was something started by religion, and so painting it as this evil mutilation allows them to just blindly and mindlessly attack religion without having to contend with any of the arguments presented by religious people, because most atheists are philosophically inept and don't have that capability. The only motivation for being against circumcision with these people has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the ethics of it, and everything to do with making it another avenue for them to attack religion. That's it. That's where it starts, and that's where it stops.
And everybody knows that newborns aren't conscious yet anyway. So,
yes, they are.
Oh, no, they aren't.
Yes, they are. They aren't sentient, but they are conscious.
Okay.
I think Dr. Josh has given us insight as to why Leo is so angry about this.
Because he sends, yes.
No, I'm angry because I co-sign.
I'm looking for an opponent to debate circumcision.
I'm actually not angry. It's just frustrating that, it's mutilation, and I share a definition of the word mutilation, which means to severely damage something through violence. Circumcising a penis is not severely damaging it. It isn't reducing its functionality, and it isn't done violently. By definition, it's not fucking mutilation. I cannot believe there are this many people that are this fucking illiterate.
You can count on the weather report to do this sort of thing every now and then, to go off on this like totally has nothing to fucking do with what we're looking at on the screen. Okay, we're gonna stop now. We're gonna look. We're getting back to Sanford.
Back to cosmology, and a guy who doesn't understand what cosmology is or anything in it.
Yep.
Okay. So you want to
Yeah, there's one more evidence, quote unquote, I think, and it's the stupidest of all.
Okay.
Or basically, Leo mentioned it earlier, but you want to take a look at this, Leo? Oh. So his argument here is basically, there are webs and filaments and voids of galaxies, therefore the cosmological principle is invalid.
Wow.
Which is not what it says and is just dumb.
By the way, just for those that don't know, the cosmological principle essentially states that on sufficiently large enough scales, the universe is going to look exactly the same to any and all observers. And there isn't a reason to think that's false. That seems to be substantiated by the homogeneity of the universe, the isotropy of the universe. So I don't know what these people... I don't know what this guy thinks. Just demonstrating his own ignorance at this point.
But yeah, what would you expect from a biologist talking about something outside his field? I mean, I'm not trying to be prideful here. Just like, why is he doing this? He knows he's not a cosmologist.
Right.
Well, because he's a creationist. These people don't care.
Right. I'm just saying that, like, if you were a cosmologist and other actual cosmologists were to look at this, they would say nope, 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 etc., and they'd be done with it because these are just really simple mistakes he's making. And this is why I laughed so much when I was reading this.
Shit.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, Speed.
Yep.
Just
Okay.
a bunch of laughs.
Yep.
But thanks for letting me share.
Yeah, there's lots of links in the description for anybody who wants to check it out. So,
Speed, so you know, Mad Ducks has Saigot and Joel
on right now?
going on his channel. Yeah.
On Maddox's channel.
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
I don't know. I just know it's on.
They're talking about in any other context.
He just had a he just had a debate. Maddox did on the genetic code with Jeffrey Williams on SJ.
Oh my God. So, he's got Joel on there. Joel popped up on somebody else's channel. He popped up on somebody else's channel a few days ago. Who the hell was that? Somebody was interviewing him or talking to him.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Jason.
Oh my God, you got to give me the link to that. I love watching.
Oh God, it's in my history somewhere. I got to find it for you.
Well, yeah, give me that for sure.
Why is Maddox's big thing always about code?
Because that's the only argument he has. Like, he doesn't, and he has a fit. He had a fit. He just had the debate with this guy, and he had a fit because the guy, you know, accused him saying that you know, this is all part of intelligent design in what's the other part of it? Whatever the other part of it, and creationism and intelligent design. And Maddox had a flip and fit over it, saying that's not what this debate is supposed to be about. It's just supposed to be about the genetic code. So he won't. He will not even bring that part of his argument into it. Like, he just wants to debate that code, whether it's a code or not, and that is it. He sticks to that.
He doesn't understand that like chemicals can gather around into uniformity.
No, he doesn't understand that. They have absolutely no understanding of chemistry whatsoever. I remember I once asked Otangelo what an isotope is, and he didn't know. I've asked Nephilim the same question, and he didn't know. I've asked Praise the same question, and he didn't know. I've asked LPP the same question, and he didn't know. Because these guys probably didn't even take chemistry when they were in high school. I know it was considered an elective in our high school. You still had to take some science course that filled that credit, but it didn't have to be chemistry.
But they don't know what an isotope is?
Nope, they didn't.
It's pretty simple. Okay. Wow.
Don't even understand about crystals, how they organize by themselves too.
Guys, I think I'm starting to turn into an LPP. Has my attitude changed over the years?
Don't say that.
I feel like it has.
You're more talkative.
Yeah.
Well, as you age, you'll begin not to be able to see the obvious.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe subconsciously it feels like the more I talk to these people, the more aggressive and less polite I get, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing in general.
We're getting fed up with their nonsense. It's just a human thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, if you're basically saying to yourself, if I could just restate this same argument in a slightly different way, that'll do it, then you probably argued with them one too many times.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So going back to like space and stuff, I have the Google Earth has like an option to go into space or look at what the Hubble telescope and stuff. You can zoom in.
Oh wow.
So, I guess it's in the wrong spot. It's pretty blurry here. Into the blackness void, there could be many galaxies in the dark, any space between. Oh, it's not perfect, I guess. I used to.
So that's for the Milky Way only.
No, it's all space from the Hubble telescope, I think.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
By
all
the way,
of
guys,
from
for
our
anybody
view,
who's
we can't-
interested, December 18th of 2021, the James Webb Space Telescope will launch.
Hopefully.
Oh, cool.
What is going on?
Yeah, can't wait for that.
This year, eh?
Hopefully.
So tell me, if there was a singularity and it expanded evenly
There
and
wasn't a
smoothly.
singularity, by the way.
Okay, there was something, some small area, and it expanded uniformly. Okay, and all of the particles were of the same mass, and there was absolutely no information in this uniform little clump. Right, no information. Everything was equally located spatially. All of the mass. Okay, there would be no clumping. Right, everything would be attracted. Well, it's kind of it's a problem in statistics.
Actually, no in both cases, because you can have a metric of space-time that changes even if space is completely uniform. And secondly, space isn't completely uniform, so there is gravitational attraction.
Right. So the part where it's not uniform would be information that came from that very small point at the big. So there had to be some information in the beginning.
All the information that exists in the universe now has always existed in the universe and will always exist in the universe. It's not going anywhere, and there isn't any more being added. Information is really just energy, and it is conserved.
Yeah. So if it was such a situation that there was some gigantic black hole, and we were the white hole on the other side, we would have some of the same information that went into it.
Other side of a black hole, what?
Basically, the idea is that black holes form like some sort of a wormhole that as they're basically they are also an expansion
It's basically the opposite of a black hole. Everything goes into a black hole but doesn't come out. Everything goes out of a white hole but doesn't come in.
White holes don't exist.
Then anything inside the Earth, anything inside the sun, goes somewhere else?
I don't know.
Unless the universe.
How does that make it? It's like the same thing. It's gravity going into one area. That's all.
Unless the entire universe
spends light into where we can't see it.
White holes aren't real.
No white hole can't exist. Yeah, white hole doesn't make any sense when you're thinking about it. Just gravity.
Well, we haven't observed any anyway.
No, we're not going to observe
that's
them
because they probably don't exist.
Because we are one. Because we are the other side. We are the other side of what happens. And you have to get away from the idea that it happens that it happens in a sequence. It's happening at the same time. What's in a black hole is somewhere else at the same time in basically a different scale, and it is a universe.
That's one idea.
Yeah, that is an idea.
Ooh, the ISS.
So, where do you want to go in space? Anywhere in the entire universe?
Let's go to the Virgo cluster.
He was just there a few minutes ago, weren't you?
He was?
Yeah. This was a Celestia, and I'm going back to Google Earth. Let's try. How do you find?
No, I want to go to Yellowstone, or no, I want to go to Starbucks over down on Lindale.
Okay.
Can we do that? You asked me where I want to go in the universe.
Yep.
That's where I want to go.
Hey, actually, I have a question for Leo about energy, since he mentioned it. So like you have the common definitions, but like, is there like an actual definition for energy, or is it kind of still vague right now?
Well, it depends on which field you want the definition from.
Okay.
I'm assuming probably physics in this instance.
Yeah.
Energy is a quantitative property that can be transferred to a body or physical system to perform work on that body or physical system.
You said Minnesota, right?
So are you saying it's not an actual thing? It's just like
no, it's a quantification of what systems can do to each other.
Okay, I want to go.
If everything is made of energy, then how can things do stuff to.
I don't know what it means to say things are made of energy. Things have energy, but to say that they're made of energy, I don't know what that means.
I'll take that Starbucks up at International Falls. The one up by the border.
Starbucks is so just shit. Oh my god. Oh fuck! Why would you ever? Oh, I don't know why. Like people like Dunkin' Donuts. Why would you? Oh, I get my coffee from the local store, the local convenience store. Make your fucking own. It's cheaper, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to taste a hell of a lot better. You don't have to worry about all the nasty shit like, dude, I've seen videos and pictures of like the pots and the brew things and everything in a lot of these stores. Oh god, that's so fucking gross. I've never ordered coffee from a restaurant or a store or anything like that, and I never would.
I've been boycotting Starbucks for about 10 years, so don't talk to me about it.
Was that your house right there, Speed?
What's that?
What?
I said I've been avoiding Starbucks for 10 years.
You live in a Starbucks?
He's going to Starbucks.
What?
This is this International Falls?
Trying to get all the layers so they couldn't see anything. Don't see. Is it International Falls?
I don't know. Yeah, Google Earth isn't very good at showing you where you are on the map.
There we go.
It kind of pissed me off that way. It takes an act of God to figure out what city you're looking at. They'll show you the streets.
Over here they have to turn on.
Oh, they have layers. Oh, new layers. Excellent. Anyway,
The Earth is like an ogre. It has layers.
Has layers, yes.
So
Daniel Bennett says that okay, I think he's projecting a little bit. He says we have all sinned. So apparently Daniel Bennett has done some sin, and he believes that he needs Jesus to save him from it. What have you done, Daniel? What did you do?
Yeah.
What do you need saving from? I don't quite get it. I was talking about that a little bit. Yeah. Save us from... Now, I think I was having a conversation this morning about saving us from this idea of self, sort of, is what came up in Christianity, or this idea that, it's me, and I have to get all the stuff. I have to basically get as much stuff as I can because I might need it someday, and it's all me. And he was describing that as basically a sin, which is very similar to what Buddhism does with the whole idea of self. But when you look at that, look at Sanford's article where he was trying to say that humans are the center of the universe. Now, isn't that the most selfish thing you've ever heard?
Yeah, pretty much.
Humans are, the special animals, and we're in the special place, and the entire cosmos is all about us.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I mean, what the hell is wrong with these people? And that is a sin, as far as, but to me, that's a sin. That's the sin of hubris. Just
it's hubris. Yeah.
Yeah, you think you're that special that the entire universe, this entire Earth is all about hominids. It's like, oh my God, just because we've done the most.
I like how you said that, and you're showing the Grand Canyon like it's Earth. So perfect timing.
Yeah.
And actually just one species of hominin.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Homonym is like two words that sound the same.
Yeah, the ones that ate the others. We either ate them or had sex with them to death. We sexed them to death, one or the other. Anyway, where else are we going, guys? Oh, so Maddox is talking to Joel, and who's Andrew Graham? I'm pretty sure he's... I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Actually, Andrew Graham, he's an old Earth, I think. He hangs out with Smokey all the time, I think.
Okay. Where did I spot Joel the other day? Damn it. Because I was so shocked because he's been missing. Like, I think he gets his wings toasted occasionally, and he backs off from YouTube.
He's been on Discord. He's been over on Discord.
Oh yes, he was
Yeah,
on
that-
somebody's channel. Did you catch that? Do you know who that is? It was like this one guy or one of those people. He was on somebody's.
Could have been that. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know why
Well,
it's blurry textures.
When I just came in here, does anybody ever take a look at Praise's community posts on his channel?
Oh
I
no!
know.
Does it
I'm
have
not
some?
subscribed
Oh, yeah.
to him.
Have
I've
you got
seen-
a couple to share with us?
A bunch.
No, because he deleted it.
Oh,
Damn. So you didn't get a screenshot of it?
No, I didn't think to because he took all of his content. So last night, all of his content was missing from his channel. All of it was gone. There was a community post. I asked a couple people in the Discord. I'm like, hey, did Praise's channel get removed? Then come to find out, wasn't removed. He just doesn't have anything on it anymore. And then I see a community post with a really long written message talking about why he's retiring from YouTube, how he'll possibly come in and take a look at, participate in some live chats and stuff like that. But he's retiring, he doesn't like the fact that, his super chats are getting, he's getting 30% of the super chats taken away from him, monetarily wise. And I was like, okay, but now he's live today.
Yeah, not only that, but all of his videos are back up.
Yeah.
I think that's the YouTube version of a going out of business sale at your local furniture store.
So he must have wiped his butt, because every time he wipes his butt, he changes his mind, right?
That's right. That's right.
I'm like, dude, do you ever stick with anything?
For more than 6 hours. And it seems like 6 hours is how long he'll stick with something. Now he's going off about old Earth creationism, and he was an old Earth creationist just weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, oh my God.
You think there's two Praises in that brain of his? One personality is young Earth creationist, the other one's old Earth creationist, and there's another one that's Calvinist, and another one that's
no. I think there's one brain cell there. I think there's 1% of that brain there, and one side is fighting for for a half that just doesn't exist.
Well, as compassionate humanists and atheists, shouldn't we do an intervention and try to help this poor son of a bitch?
No, never do. No, don't do that. What are you mad? He seems just.
Yeah.
He was on my brother did a stream earlier. I was talking to my brother not too long ago on the phone, and he said, yeah. He goes, yeah. Praise was in he was in my live chat. Well, I did my little review of a couple of Tom Rabbit's Dark Dawkins videos. And I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, yeah. He basically just got to the point where he was accusing me of half truths and being like Satan, stuff like that. To misrepresent Darth.
Huh.
But then he said, he goes, yeah. He goes, I asked him, I said, well, don't you believe that aren't you an idealist? Don't you believe everything exists inside, we all basically live inside God's mind? And he responded with, I don't believe that we live in God's mind. I'm like, you've literally claimed to everyone that everything that exists in the mind of God. I actually had a conversation with him where I said, so everything you believe that to exist is of the mind of God. And he goes, no, you're misrepresenting. So he had to correct me. And I said that on purpose. I said, of the mind of God. I knew what he had said before. And I said, oh, that's right. Everything that exists in the mind of God, right? And he goes, yeah, there you go. So why'd you misrepresent me? I said, because I wanted to see if you would believe it. I wanted to see if you would accept that. If that was your position, or if it was this position. So yeah, but now he's telling my brother, we don't live in God's mind. I'm like, oh, so we exist, but we don't exist in the mind of God. Okay, but praise is amazingly, you got to stop. The paint in the old house that you're living in, don't eat that. Don't eat the paint chips. Just don't.
That's right. And here at Answers in Atheism, we advise everybody: do not eat paint chips.
Do not eat paint chips. Right.
Do not eat paint chips.
We don't like it. We don't approve. Oh, did I not link Maddox's video? Let me link that. Okay.
Nicola and I have been having some fun with redefined living.
Oh yeah.
So is he basically using the same arguments as Darth Dawkins? But
His are worse.
More poorly.
Yeah, definitely
His are
worse.
worse. His are worse.
That's what I call him the dollar store version of the Darth Dawkins or Walmart
Dollar store
version,
Darth Dawkins.
whatever you want. Yeah.
Well, everything is about you. It becomes about you. It doesn't become about a topic. So Nicola's been addressing one of his videos where he talks about the problem of evil, and basically he's kind of stuck on this thing of, well, you non-believers are just trying to find ways to hate God. You're just basically saying, well, God's bad, and it's like, and Nicola's like, when did I say God was bad?
God bad.
That's the short end of it.
So where are you having fun with him, on Discord or
No, this is on a comment thread on Redefined Living's channel.
Oh, on his channel itself. Okay, yeah.
Wait, he has a channel?
Yeah, it's in a comment thread.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, he has
boy.
a channel.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, some of his videos. The one that drew my attention was one that he had with Euromania, and I don't think he realized that he basically kicked God's ultimacy right in the fucking balls. Because he's one of those Christians that says that you choose whether you go to heaven or hell. And I said, really? So we're the ultimate factor in whether we go to heaven or hell? Tell me how that works with God being ultimate.
Yeah, he's not all that.
So we're
bright.
ultimate in the sense that, yeah. And I told Gurmani, I said, you missed a lot of opportunities in that conversation. And Gur said, yeah, I know. Which happens. Sometimes you get into a conversation, miss things.
Yeah. When did Gurr have that? Oh, that was over on Praise's channel, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And basically redefine.
Yeah.
Hey, Speed, open that
redefine living
from Science Ultimatum.
Open what?
Open that link from Science Ultimatum with Jason Torn that he just sent.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to share that. I love sharing. Not sharing is sinning, right? There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
gotta
doesn't
work on
mean
a
he
little
drank
bit.
it. That doesn't mean he drank it.
Yeah, this explains why Leo is so.
No, I don't have
down.
the ability to do those kinds of jobs because of my autism. I'm not capable of engaging in jobs that require social interaction with large amounts of people, which is why I've never done those jobs.
This looks pretty focused. I don't know. You focused on that.
Also, I'm not a white guy, so and why the fuck would you be wearing headphones that are plugged into your shoulder at Starbucks?
Because you're arguing with people on YouTube about circumcision.
No, you're doing
No,
that.
I'm not. I'm
working
not.
at
Well,
Starbucks.
number one, I'm not arguing with these people. I'm educating them on their obvious illiteracy and lack of understanding on this subject. Number two, it's on Twitter.
Leo, you got those headphones on because you're doing the drive-through.
See, this image is incorrect. You need an image of his head superimposed on somebody throwing that coffee in someone's face.
That's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I said soy milk, not skim. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So now what?
Okay.
You know,
We're about ready to shoot her in the head.
I do not believe I am on the spectrum, but I think I would probably end up throwing some people's coffees in their faces if I had to deal with the public.
Oh my God.
I just don't have the temperament for it.
Yep.
I think it takes a certain type of person to work in the food industry. I think a lot of there's some people who can, it's like
desperate.
Or to be a cashier at a grocery store.
Well, it's like knock, it's like, you work in the food industry?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Does Knock have to deal with customers much, or does he like manage the kitchen or something?
Well, maybe that's why he rages, on his stream, because he just
Yeah,
got to let it out.
Yeah.
You got to let it out.
Does anybody know if Snake was right is still listening? I was just gonna say, if he wanted to have like a debate on circumcision, I don't know if he's got a platform in mind. I was gonna say I could probably get a hold of James. He'd probably host something like that, considering it's a pretty hot topic amongst a lot of people.
Very sensitive topic.
Why is it a hot topic?
I have to be honest. Discussing this topic, I can cite you a meta-analysis of almost 2,700 studies. Discussing this topic does not reduce sensitivity at all.
It wasn't me, CRISPR. It was Jason Torn that did it, and he did it pretty fast. So you gotta give him a break. Anyway,
Like I said, it should be either a picture of someone throwing coffee in someone's face or him taking a big swig of their coffee and then.
Yeah, something like that.
But being COVID times and everything, probably not a good thing.
What if it was a picture of Leo and Neff, and Leo was throwing coffee in Neff's face?
I think Neff would be too drunk to know it.
Yep. So this video has an immense description, as usual.
So what's today's weather report?
Yeah,
Are you talking
lots
about
of
Nephilim
links.
Free or David Neff? You're referring to Evan Nephilim Free. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Neffy. I call him Neffy
Yeah, a lot of people do.
because he's sort of an Effie. He looks like something from like some bizarre Disney film or Disney animation. That's what Neffy reminds me of.
And here's the thing, people. I don't have a problem with people getting drunk and coming on streams. I've gained quite a few followers by doing the exact same thing.
Oh yeah.
It's just that once in a while, I got to be able to throw out the same shit that they throw out at me when I'm on Jill's channel or Brace's channel.
Yeah, but you admit it. You admit it, right, Jay?
Oh yeah, I'll straight up tell people, "Oh, are you drunk right now?" Yeah. That's what I don't understand when they try to tell me I'm drunk when I'm not drunk. That kills me. I'm like, no, really. Like one time I was doing a stream, and I was doing it from my phone, and I said, "Yeah, right now I don't even give a shit because I'm tying one off."
So Nephilim said on one of his streams when he was getting worse and worse about slurring, he said, "I got to go get a cup of coffee," and he comes back, and I distinctly heard a bottle open, a fizz, and a bottle opener fall on the table. I mean, that's the sound that I heard, and I'm like, when it comes to opening bottles of beer, I have like a sixth sense. I mean,
maybe it was one of those bottles of Starbucks product that you get like
it could be
at the grocery store.
That's a level of alcoholism that I've never even gotten to. Like, somebody just cracked open an IPA. Oh, wait, you can tell the difference between an IPA bottle and
okay, if you had some like White Cross Speed in a pill bottle and you jiggled it, I could tell the difference between that and some other drug. I mean, I can actually hear how the meth tinkles. I can actually identify that sound, and I also have an uncanny ability to figure out in a bar who's holding and who's not. I mean, I can look around and I can point. It's almost, and I think I do. It's the magnetic orientation of the Earth or something.
Holding, you mean carrying a gun or holding drugs?
Holding drugs.
I don't know much about drugs, but my new username is going to be Meth Tinkle.
Meth Tinkle. I should
nobody
do that.
else it's mine.
Oh, come on! I want Meth Tinkle. I don't know because it makes a certain tinkle. Yeah. Anyway, don't do drugs. But yeah.
Honestly, the only kind of talent I have that's anywhere close to that is I can sometimes, I'm out of practice, but I used to be able to tell what brand of cigarette some people were smoking just from the smell of them.
Oh,
and
wow.
Not just the difference between a full flavor and a menthol, like I could tell the difference between a smell between a Newport Red and a Marlboro Red. A Camel versus, a Winston. Yeah.
Yep. You could always tell where I was in a crowd because there'd be a blue cloud of smoke around me. I used to go to these parties. They're called pit parties, and they're in northern Minnesota where the iron mining where basically iron mining's been going on for over 100 years. And they have these old pits that are all grown up with trees and stuff. And we used to hide from the cops out there and have pit parties. And we'd be out there for 3 days, right? Yeah.
I think you talked about this before, but I have seen those.
Yeah, and anyway, you go to a pit party and you bring a number of kegs of beer. You forget to bring food, and everybody but me forgot to bring cigarettes, right? So everybody was always hitting me for cigarettes because, like, I had a leather jacket on, and I usually had like a carton and a half of cigarettes anytime I went somewhere in my jacket, because I put holes in the pockets so that I could line the back of the jacket with packs of Pall-Malls. So everybody got used to hitting me up for fucking cigarettes, and it's like, God damn it, bring your own.
Yeah, at that point, you're just a walking dispenser.
I know. I hated it. Yeah, they got to know me.
Yeah, but you should have told them I only have the one. That's when you tell them I only have the one pack.
Yeah, I try to tell them. I quit smoking, but there was a blue cloud of smoke around me, and I had like 2 in my mouth and 1 in my hand. So they never believed me. I don't know. I wasn't believable. Wasn't a believable quitter.
Yeah.
Look at the last comment about Neffy. Did he really? That wouldn't surprise me if he actually did that.
Did what?
Escort agency links in his
browser.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't accidentally show it. It was found there when he shared something and somebody pointed it out. That's what happened. He didn't show it.
Yeah. Okay.
This might be a dumb question, but what are escort agency links? Am I too young to know about this?
What's that now? What? Oh, okay.
An escort is a prostitute. That's what it is.
Yeah, I was just going to say the back room.
Never mind.
No, if you hadn't turned 18 a couple of months ago, we would not have shared that with you. I wouldn't have allowed it on my channel.
You'd have been pushed. You'd have been told to go back. You'd have been told to leave and plug your ears.
At Answers in Atheism, we don't support informing minors about
escort services. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot it in the head now when we go in the back room. I'll tell you something about something.
Oh no!
Yeah. Anyway,
a discussion about something. Yes. Sounds like one of the titles to my
video. Tell you something about something.
God,
anyway.
you fucking piece.
I have something to share too, but
well, excuse me. What was that? What was that, Leo?
No, I'm so fucking sick of Android's autocorrect. It's like I don't even know what to say.
Okay, Leo, save it for the back room.
Fucking bad. It's so fucking bad.
Goodbye, cruel world, and it just got crueler.